Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And today I'm playing a fan-submitted deck. Omniver over on the Discord submitted this deck, and they said, quote, try this as a challenge deck. I am taking on the challenge. This is a difficult deck. I can already see. I would play much thicker lines. These are very thin lines, and I don't know what type of challenge I'm supposed to be competing in. But this Hisuian Arcanine for 0 energy does Proud Fang. So this is kind of the star of the deck, right? Proud Fang, 0 energy for 120 if your bench Pokemon have damage counters on them. It is any bench Pokemon, not all bench Pokemon, right? The wording is a little odd there, but that's the way, to clarify it. It's if any of your bench Pokemon have damage on them, not if all of your bench Pokemon have damage on them. So 120, not too bad to get going, especially with the Dodrio. The Dodrio with the zooming draw ability, where you put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon, you draw a card. And then with the Ballistic Beak attack, good secondary attacker. This attack does 30 more damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon, and you can stack that up pretty well, right? We're also playing damage pump, so we can move damage counters around. We've even got a third attacker here, being Grapploct, where the Raging Tentacles attack, where you can do 130 for a single fighting energy, as long as this Pokemon has damage on it. So that's going to be the challenge here, is getting damage on this Grapploct so it can do Raging Tentacles for a single energy. It's not worth the 3 energy, but might be worth the single. We'll have to find out. It's only 10 more than the Hisuian Arcanine does for free, right? In addition, if you're worried, like, hey, maybe you don't have enough draw, we also got a 1/1 line of Bibarel in this deck to help us with some of our draws. And we have 1 copy of Cleffa to help us with some of our draws. So lots of drawing options in here, although ran at very small lines, just like the attackers, but we'll see how this deck does, and we'll see if I can actually win with this. It's going to be a challenge. All right, so energy wise, we've got 6 fighting energy and 2 jet energy to get things into the active that we might want. So trainers wise, there's a lot. Bear with me. We're going to do a speed run on all these trainers. So first off, we got 2 copies of Trekking Shoes. Trekking Shoes is one of those cards where I feel like if you aren't running it as a 4 of, then it's just not worth it, right? You got to max out those play sets. 1 copy of Hisuian Heavy Ball to get stuff out of the prizes. 1 copy of Grant. If you don't remember, Grant lets your fighting Pokemon do 30 more damage. And you can discard 2 cards from your hand to grab a Grant from the discard and add it to your hand, right? So it's a way to replay a card at small levels, so that totally makes sense. We got 2 copies of Nest Ball, 2 copies of Ultra Ball, 2 copies of Arezu, so between all that, you should be able to get everything you need. I also know we played 2 copies of Buddy-Buddy Poffin, but those are later on. 2 copies of Energy Retrieval for if you need energy. This deck seems to not require a lot of energy, so I think Energy Retrieval could be booted, but I would love Super Rod in here. 2 copies of Switch Cart, works on basics only. That's going to be the trouble there, right? 1 copy of Rescue Stretcher, or Rescue Board, I'm sorry. I'm thinking Sun and Moon Days. Rescue Board. We got 1 copy of Pal Pad to recover some supporters. 1 copy of Professor's Research. This is a challenge deck after all. Omniver challenged me here, so 1 copy of Professor's Research, 2 copies of Capturing Aroma to get, more Pokemon, 2 copies of Gutsy Pickaxe, 2 copies of Boss's Orders, 1 copy of TM Evo, 1 copy of Professor Turo's Scenario, 2 copies of Arven, 2 copies of Night Stretcher, 2 copies of Cynthia's Ambition, 2 copies of Buddy-Buddy Poffin, 2 copies of Energy Search. I'd rather these be Earthen Vessels. Energy Search is one of those weird cards, right? Basically, since we're only playing fighting energy as a basic energy here, Energy Search makes more sense to just be another fighting energy. Anytime you draw into Energy Search, you could also just draw into a fighting energy, right? So it's one of those weird cards like that. It is searchable by Arven, and it doesn't force you to discard a card. I get all that. But we're running pretty heavy on energy for how light our whole deck seems to be reliant on energy. Whoops, wrong button. 2 copies of Iono and 2 copies of Damage Pump to get damage where we need it. Let's go ahead, jump into a match with Omniver's challenge deck here, and we'll see how well we can do. Awesome Hero 905. Let's go ahead and have this match. If you ever see yourself as one of my random challenges, let me know down in the comments. It'd be great. Get to know the people that are destroying me online. Heads. Did they choose heads or tails? Okay, they get to decide who goes first. Most likely they will go first. I get to go first? Ooh, what deck are they playing? How are they going to take advantage of this? That's my question. Maybe they're playing an Eevee deck, right? Eevee seems pretty popular right now. We'll put down Clobbopus and Bidoof. I'm not very confident in this. Ooh, Pheasantipity. That's a good target for us. Weak to fighting. Trekking Shoes. Capturing Aroma. Yes, I will take that. And I will play that. Flipping a coin. Tails. We get another basic. That's going to be... Oof, it's tough. It's a tough one. What if I grab Cleffa, right? And we'll switch Cleffa into the active with Switch Cart here. And then we'll end our turn. And we'll see how things go, right? I do think Cleffa's attack should have the caveat that you can use it on turn 1, just to get games moving faster, right? I understand it's a busted card, but like, come on. We also got Bidoof, that's a busted card. Bidoof is pretty good, not busted, but Bidoof is busted. Will we get any more babies, and will they be as good? That's a question. I think we already have an answer to that, and I think that answer is no. But, yeah, we'll just have to sit here and wait. Hisuian Zoroark, that is another card that partners very well with... Ooh, they Iono'd me. Nice. Let's send all that back in. Let's draw up. We get the Evo there. We get a Evo that we don't have here. Boss, Energy Search, Night Stretcher. Yeah, nothing to Night Stretch. They get Buddy-Buddy Poffin. That's pretty good. Gapejaw Bog. I would have loved that before I put Clobbopus down, you know? But hey, you learn. You live and learn, right? So Gapejaw Bog will affect that Doduo. No, because Buddy-Buddy Poffin, never mind. Jet Energy. Oh, jeez. Void Return, knockout a Cleffa. Ah, man. Why you gotta be like that? Okay. I'm gonna have to Night Stretcher it back. Yay. I'm gonna put Bidoof in the active because it's got 1 retreat cost there. There's another Dodrio that's not really useful for me. Gapejaw Bog only puts 20. Yeah, it puts 20. Night Stretcher. Grab the Cleffa. Play the Cleffa. Yep, Gapejaw Bog. Energy Search. Fail. Retreat Bidoof. Cleffa into the active. Boss's orders up the Fez. And Grasping Draw. Whew! Hey, we get Hisuian Growlithe. We also get Nest Ball, which can give us Doduo, which is pretty good for us. So yeah, I'm liking where we're at a little bit more. Let's see what happens. I fully expect them to just attach an energy and retreat, but that's resources that they're having to pay, right? That is the goal. You want them to pay resources. They're going to grab the V-Star because Hisuian Growlithe can get the 1-hit KO if they don't evolve up because they're weak to fighting. I was pretty lucky in the matchup that we got, seeing how it's a deck weak to fighting, right? So, yeah, let's see. And the V-Star ability on Zoroark, isn't it like you discard your hand and draw 7 or something crazy like that? Yeah, I think it's something crazy like that. Yep. Oh, 1 damage pump can move to 2 different creatures. I didn't realize that. Now, if they evolve, they can't get the knockout. Yeah, that's why they didn't evolve there. Interesting. Could I get the Grapploct to attack this turn? It's gonna be a lot to try to get that, but I'm hopeful. Energy Search, okay. So we can at least search for the energy for Grapploct. Let's grab that. I need a damage pump. That's all I need is a damage pump. If I can get a damage pump, I'm good to go. Let's go do Duo. I could Ultra Ball away the Jet Energy and the Dodrio. Oh man, this is such a bad move. But I'm doing it. And we will grab... It's prized? I was going to grab Bibarel, and it's prized. Okay. Cynthia, you're all I got here. I don't see the damage pump. Nope, no damage pump. Buddy-Buddy. Oh, Growlithe is 80 HP. Oh, that stinks. I got 2 damage pump in here. 25 cards. I got Trekking Shoes. I could Ultra Ball the Grant and an Arezu to grab something. That one. Get that out of the deck. So 24 cards, and I can see at max 2 of them. Let's go. No. Okay, Gutsy, we're still in this. It's another card draw. Gutsy, we're still in this. It's another card draw. Dang. We're gonna put on that Dodrio. I should put on the one that's already damaged. Dang it. Chop. We're just gonna chop it. Yeah. At least next turn, Hisuian Arcanine will come out and be pretty darn good. Instead of Gapejaw Bog, I might recommend something along the lines of Calamitous Snowy Mountain, or whatever it's called, right? Where you put energy on a non-water Pokemon or something like that, and it takes damage. That would also be a decent stadium for a Arcanine Dodrio deck post-rotation, right? I might build that, actually, as like a post-rotation list. Like budget post-rotation list, you know? Maybe. This Arcanine, I always think should be an uncommon. Like, I just don't get why it's a rare, except to keep it out of Popper. Alright, yeah, they're definitely going to knock me out. But I can definitely knock them right back, so that's good. That's good. And I can Arezu and just explode evolutions this turn, which is going to be fantastic. I think all I have to search, though, is an Arcanine, because the Dodrio is in the discard here. We got Fighting Energy. That's not useful. I can put there, though. Dodrio. Hisuian Arcanine. Arezu. Arcanine. Or Arezu. I forgot how the other way you pronounce it. Arezu, I believe. Zooming draw. We get 1 card. What's that card? Now you're there. We're gonna damage pump from here just onto here. Proud Fangs. Let's get this knockout. We'll get 2 cards from the prizes. Maybe one will be Bibarel. That would be fantastic. 1, 2. We never change how we draw cards because... What? Oh, man. Okay, we'll see 2 cards next turn. Hopefully we'll get something, right? Maybe they won't get their V-Star back out, and so then I can just one-shot this Hisuian Zoroark. Oh yeah, they only put Jet Energy, so they can't even attack with the thing, the V-Star. It requires 2 energy. Okay, okay. Okay. They get heads. Go ahead. Put out the V-Star. Yes. How are you going to attack with it? That's my question for you. How? Right now, Dodrio can do 160, I believe. 180 next turn. So you can't attack. I can attack you. This is where the trade becomes a lot better for us, right? There's the V. Okay. See, I don't even want Boss's Auras to boss this up. I might... No, I won't do it. I won't do it if I draw a boss. I gotta hold that boss. I didn't discard it early, right? No, I got one more boss somewhere. Super Rod. What a good card that would be in this deck. So many thin lines. I would love either Night Stretcher or Super Rod. Well, I don't have Super Rod, so I gotta hope I get Night Stretcher like this top deck, right? Then that would give me 2 draws with Dodrio, and that would be good. Getting that going would be good. I would find that extremely helpful. All you can do is end your turn. Realize your mistake and end your turn. I don't think there's any way to accelerate energy here. Now, sadly... Oh, wait, we can get the knockout, can't we? Frickin' Grant's in our discard. Heck yeah. Energy Retrieval's we don't need. We don't need it. Although, I could use it and discard the 2 fighting energy that I grab so I can... Okay, yeah, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it. Why didn't they grab both? Okay. Okay. Bossing up the Bidoof. Yeah, yeah. So Energy Retrieval, attach 1 to Bidoof, discard the other and the other Energy Retrieval. Maybe. Professor's Research. Dang. That's a good one. I'm gonna Energy Retrieval. 1, 2. Done. Attach 1 to Bidoof. Zooming draw. Damage pump. Oh, I can pump this up. 1, 2. Retreat. Put up Arcanine. Grant. Discarding 1, 2. I know there are more efficient ways to do that, but I'm okay with this. 300 damage. Boom! Take that Zoroark V-Star. Woo! Wow, I can't believe I might win with this deck. That's insane to me. What the heck is going on here? I just need my boss. If I can get boss within 2 turns, I should be fine. Honestly. It's interesting to put Gengar up. I mean, they might play ooh, if they play the Psychic Energy, this Dodrio can go down. That's not great for me. Is there any evidence that they play it? No. No, there's no evidence that they play it. Doesn't mean they don't, just means there's no evidence of it. And I can't one-shot this. Well, I could if I went for Grant again. And that's a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Vitality Band would get me the knockout, though. Crazy, right? Vitality Band. I got 1 zooming draw to try to get what I need here. I might attach this. There it is. Oh, whoa! Did they know what they did? Oh my gosh, another misplay, another energy in the wrong spot. Like, this is huge for me. This is huge. I guess it was a kernel from popcorn. Sorry. Yeah, is it my turn? Can I just grab Grant and knock out the Gengar? Then I'm down to 1 prize and they still got 3. They instant charge. Okay, that's a good move for them. That's a good move. Okay, that's pointless for me. Let's go ahead, zooming draw, see what we get. That might change our minds on something, but I doubt it. Yeah. Grant, we need you. Come on back. 1, 2? No, 2. I'm going to attach that there. We're going to play down Grant. Proud Fangs, knock out this Gengar. Beautiful. We're down to 1 prize. Is this the Bibarel? It is! Yay! But I think next turn, like, we can just send up the Dodrio and attack, or we can grab Grant again. I think I want to grab Grant again. Grant is such a fun card. Hisuian Arcanine, I think, could do some work post-rotation. Losing Grant is huge for the deck. Hey, boom. Omnivore, thank you so much for this challenge deck. Please explain the challenge in the comments, or explain the challenge in the Discord. So let me know what I was supposed to do. But thank you so much for submitting it, and I appreciate everyone that comes and watches these videos. Just know I appreciate you. You right there. Yes, I'm looking at you directly, and I know exactly who you are. Michael. Okay, how weird is it if I got your name right? Right? Let me know down in the comments. If your name's Michael and you're watching, let me know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I do deeply appreciate each and every one of you that does watch. And be sure to check out the Twitch channel. Next week, I will be playing a lot more Twitch, just video games and stuff. Wife's out of town for a week, so let's play a bunch of video games. I'll even play games with you if I own them. Let's see. Check out the Discord where you can submit your own fan submitted deck in the Discord. Both links in the description. You can totally do that. You can support me and my wife financially, either by tipping on Venmo or supporting here on YouTube with super chats and super gifts and all the super stuff that they throw out there. And you can also check out our TCG player store and our eBay store where we're selling a bunch of our Funko Pops. Lots of good ones there. Lots and lots of them. But yeah. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.